UWA Elite fans, and a happy 2025 to all of you. I am the man of 1,000 spreadsheets, MC Hale, here on commentary for the premiere episode, setting the standard here at UWA Elite. We have a tag team matchup to determine a number one contender to the UWA Elite Championship match. And normally I would throw things to JC, but I thought he was on assignment, but I've got a message here that it seems JC Mike Check has been relieved of his duty. Cypress, this is in your handwriting.
I know nothing of the handwriting of which you speak. I also know nothing about ender dragons or traveling to the nether. But you know what I do know? That I've got a golden ticket.
Yeah, do or die posse.
That's right. And it shines so bright. You know what else is going to shine bright?
What's that?
Somebody's head. Because we got hair versus hair. BT Bull, Ty Thomas. I can't wait. Can we go to the ring?
Let's go to the ring. Let's not wait anymore. Up to Rich Reed. Raj trying to go for the crossbody, but caught. Oh, and slammed down.
His group don't look like this right now.
Assisted power bomb to the do or die posse, well in control of this ladder match.
This is what you have to do. There's so many people in there.
Hey, ducks the ladder. KTB this time. Oh, a beast salt.
Gordon worked his magic on it.
Oh no! Seaway and Penn through another table. Big Dan sending both men through the table on the opposite side of the ring. Robbie Roller! Oh my God! Sending Ryan Rice through the table. Ring, and now Robbie Roller making the long trek. This might be it. Robbie Roller! He's got it! Oh, and Athan Promise going through the table besides.
And step 2 is complete.
Full team maneuver coming up into the ropes. Dropping him on his face. Just checking.
That's what I'll give you.
Tag is made. Eddie Thomas coming right back in. Also. Drop no hold. Good Lord. It's got a big chop. Lighting up the chest, and now jumping off the back of Jay the Key. Breaks through the double clothesline and delivers a drop kick. Are you kidding, Eddie Thomas? He goes on the shoulders of Jay the Key. Explosive Eddie Thomas. Samoan drop neckbreaker combination. 2. PFU is back on top of the UWA Elite Tag Team Division.
you know someone's got to start, right?
I mean, what are you going to Rochambeau for? A little rock, paper, scissors, maybe? All right, opening contest for the opening event of 2025, setting the standard. We have got the 6-man tag match. Flash Carter joining up with Pretty Freaking Ugly to take on Cypress's Do or Die Posse.
What a way to start off the year with the greatest team in UWA, the Do or Die Posse, not Pretty Freaking Ugly.
You knew I was going to jump in on that.
That's why I said it quick.
Big Dan going right after Flash Carter, trying to get the crowd behind him early on here.
I don't know why he turned his back on Big Dan. I guess with Flash in this group is called Pretty Freaking Stupid.
Yeah, Big Dan is not someone I would ever turn my back on, and I have nothing. Oh, nice Pele kick from Flash Carter, sending Big Dan to the outside. Yeah, I don't know anything about the plans of the Do or Die Posse, but I mean, just inflicting pain, I think, is a pretty safe to say, Cypress.
You know, our mentality, the Do or Die mentality is keep on, never give up. We don't walk away. We don't back away from a fight. And now we got that golden ticket. We could pick our spot. Now we can play mind games as well.
Pretty Freaking Ugly sending 2 of the members of the Do or Die Posse out. Flash Carter taking out the 3rd, and then the dive taking out all 3 members of the Do or Die Posse.
You know, I'm not going to lie, though. I may or may not have filled in Roller, KTB, and Dan, all the annoying things Flash Carter did on commentary when he was injured.
I mean, Flash Carter on commentary, he's no JC. I mean, you got to say.
And that's bad enough. I think he's more annoying than JC.
Covered by Flash Carter, but barely even a 1 count. Big Dan not even looking to catch his breath. Just quick kick
Real
out.
quick, we want to wish JC well on his future endeavors.
He hasn't been. He's on an assignment.
Yeah, a whole assignment. We know what that means.
Drop kick by Flash, sending Big Dan down again. Looks like Big Dan might need to get a tag in to either Roller or KTB.
You know, not that I'm condoning it, but you know what the beauty of this is?
What is the beauty of this?
If we lose, it doesn't matter.
There is no title on the line. The golden ticket is not on the line.
But, let me tell you this, as Dan better get his head in the game. We ain't trying to lose. Because when you win, then you put it in their head that we could beat them.
Of course,
we can.
Of course. I mean, you got to say, the UWA Elite roster, basically anybody can beat anybody else on the any given Sunday theory, I think very much applies. And we got a little bit of a dance-off going on in the middle of the ring. Flash and Evans with a double side kick to Big Dan. In comes explosive Eddie Thomas.
And you know, not only did I let them know how Flash was on commentary, I also let them know that, Jay Evans, he's a vandal. He slashed tires.
Are you still on that from 2 years ago, maybe?
He never got his comeuppance.
He didn't do it.
Allegedly, that's what you say.
Vertical suplex from explosive Eddie Thomas. In comes Roller to make the save.
There you go, Roller.
Eddie Thomas and Big Dan, 2 of the veterans here on the UWA Elite roster. Oh, a Manhattan drop, and then a rake to the eyes from Big Dan. Big Dan once again going outside the rulebook, which remind me, Cypress, I'm fairly certain that's how the golden ticket got to the Do or Die Posse in the first place.
I don't recall.
I think it was something about Big Dan. Oh! KTB throwing the shoulder into Eddie.
I remember Athan Promise coming in and interfering. That's all I remember.
And then receiving the OMG Move of the Year, which was the Beast Salt into the ladder held by the loft place. Yeah.
Right, and then Athan Promise got put through a table, and if he didn't come out, he had no business in that match. He wasn't in the match.
Neither was Big Dan.
Well, he had to come out and stop Athan Promise.
KTB sending Eddie off the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl? No, just a regular old backbreaker.
So I'm just going to say it, not beat around the bush. Are we going to address the elephant in the room here?
What would the elephant in the room be?
The fact that Eddie Thomas is in this match against the Do or Die Posse. I mean, you've been very well documented, our friendship, but friendship, there's a mission, and and he's a professional, and we're professionals, so he's got to understand we got to do what we got to do.
And no sooner are the words out of your mouth, Cypress, than it looks like the previously very, very injured knee of Eddie Thomas is being targeted by the Do or Die Posse. Oh, Roller with a couple of taunts, bringing in both Flash and Jay, and then using that to just choke out Eddie. Explosive Eddie Thomas being choked out by Robbie Roller.
I mean, he has to the count of 5.
The Hunter once again stalking his prey. Ref Brandon trying to get that 5 count started. Trying to warn Robbie Roller, yes indeed, you do have a 5 count, but you only have a 5 count.
It's going to remind you too, Robbie Roller is a former UWA Elite champion, as is KTB. Just throwing that out there.
A lot of gold being represented in the ring right now. Current and former.
And the future tag team champions.
I assume you're referring to the Do or Die posse.
Yes, when the time is right.
Once again, a blatant choke. Big Dan finally letting Eddie Thomas have a little bit of breathing room.
We like to believe in no mercy in the Do or Die posse, and like I said, we have a count to 5. We can stop at 4 3/4.
An Eddie chant coming from the fans here, the UWA Elite Army.
And I'm going to tell you a little tip, MC Hale.
Go right ahead.
A little secret.
All right.
You know, sometimes they'll give you like a warning, the referee. You can get to 5.
Right.
You know, but you can't keep doing it. So, they know that, and I let them know.
So maybe you can make it 6 or 7.
Well, you can't go that high.
Stretch it a little bit.
No, you go to 5 maybe once or twice, and if they warn you, then you got to stop. Then you go to 4. I figured my secret's safe with you because you're not getting anywhere near that ring.
I certainly hope not. I've done that once, and it didn't go too well for me. Roller getting the assist to the Destroyer onto Eddie Thomas. And smart move by Robbie Roller as Eddie Thomas was trying to reach for a tag, but Roller grabbed that arm and now just putting an arm bar on. Tag into KTB.
See, that's Robbie Roller. He's very methodical, like you said. He stalks his prey, and then when it comes time, lays out the big move right there. That's how a hunter works.
KTB setting up Thomas for a drop kick on the apron. Just putting the boots right into the side of the head.
And then KTB, he's just a hybrid. He can do everything.
I mean, we've said many times before, a man of KTB's size should not be able to move the way that he can. I mean, we've drawn comparisons to Bam Bam Bigelow. Like these are men who are power wrestlers, but somehow have that agility that just shouldn't fit with their body type.
Exactly. That's why I needed a guy like KTB in the Do or Die posse renaissance.
Eddie Thomas walking across KTB's back to deliver a head scissor to Robbie Roller. The Hunter's down. The Beast is down. Big Dan just yelling for his teammates on the outside of the ring, trying to get that tag.
Warned them about Eddie Thomas. He's my former tag team partner. I know him better than anyone in that ring.
And one of your best friends, as I recall.
Well, I mean, yes.
Eddie with the lunge gets the tag to Jay Evans. Roller tagging in Big Dan. Big drop kick by Evans. Blocking a couple of shots from KTB and then delivering a few rights of his own. KTB with that right leg off the ropes and a big power slam by Jay Evans. Evans feeling it right now. He's pumped. He's got Roller up on the shoulders and the cutter. A pop-up cutter from Jay Evans.
That was an innovative and different way to go into a cutter. I don't think I've ever seen that done before. And I can give them what props they're going to do. That was very impressive.
Big Dan comes in to make the save, but then right out he goes. Flash getting the tag from Evans.
Do you ever just want to go big ugh when Flash gets in the ring? Or not just me?
I mean, not me personally, but whatever blows your hair back. Oh, Flash drive from the middle rope. Cover 1, 2, and no.
There you go, Robbie. That's why I'm bald, by the way.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll be touching on the follicularly challenged members of our commentary staff once the Ty versus BT Bull match gets started. You like that? Follicularly challenged?
I don't know if that's even a real word.
It is now. Flash in the bad part of town right now. Roller a couple of shots to the jaw. But in comes KTB with that tag. Referee Brandon going scrambling for higher ground. Flash getting out of dodge. KTB hits the middle turnbuckle, and then Robbie Roller gets a drop kick into the turnbuckle also.
You know, I think that Jay Evans and Eddie Thomas might have done something underhanded
Underhanded? Like what?
I think they got involved with Robbie Orr just there. He's in the corner. There you go, KTB.
KTB hanging up. Oh, hanging up Flash Carter in the tree of woe, and then a drop kick and a vicious shoulder tackle from KTV.
That's all she wrote.
Almost.
Oh, I should have known. You know what?
Almost.
I should have known better. Flash Carter, that guy, I don't want to give him credit, but he does kind of have that never say die attitude.
A lot of resilience from Flash. Power bomb from the Beast. Flash able to escape out the back door, getting the tag to Evans again. KTB tagging into his brother, Big Dan. Evans off the ropes, but Big Dan follows him in with that big thigh, and then another one on the opposite side of the ring.
Yeah, I think Big Dan's the freshest guy out of the six.
Big Dan took a lot of punishment early on in this match when the bell first rang, but now it looks like he has his feet under him, and I may have spoken too soon, as Eddie Thomas up, over, around, and through with the Tornado Bulldog, Tornado DDT rather.
Oh, Eddie Thomas, he's always there.
Eddie with KTB now, goes for one, no. KTB able to throw him off and then deliver a pump kick, sending the explosive one down to the mat, but Flash Carter with a crossbody takes down KTB, and now Big Dan a pump handle.
It's Roller.
Pump handle flapjack by Roller?
There you go, Roller.
We're calling it a pump handle flapjack, I think.
We could call that. I'm sure he has a name for it, but that wasn't in the strategy that we talked about. We don't need to discuss names.
Strategy or not, it's an effective move.
It's execution.
A lung blower. And then a spinning sit-out slam from KTB. Flash Carter in a lot of trouble right now, just able to roll his way out of the ring. Oh! Jay Evans sending Roller into KTB.
That looked like a cheap shot to me.
Evans sending KTB to sleep.
This ref needs to get some control in here. I mean, both members of PFU were in the ring.
I mean, we had a 3D from PFU. Big Dan trying to use the briefcase.
Well, I think Jay Evans might try to take it from him.
The flipping. The somersault blockbuster.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. We still got the golden ticket.
But, I mean, how about that somersault blockbuster, though? That's kind of an insane move. It is how they finished Last Breath, and it is how they are going to be closing out, setting the standard as well. Huge victory.
Well, you know, sorry not to cut you off.
Well, I mean, I assumed.
You know what? Now they got other stuff to worry about because they got a number one Contenders tag team match coming up, and we still have the golden ticket. So they have a lot of things to worry about right now.
A lot of success for Flash Carter joining with Pretty Freaking Ugly. Folks, don't go anywhere. We have got more matches coming your way. And don't forget, we have got UWA Elite Dangerous Uprisings coming your way April 26th at the South River VFW featuring the Cell Block 6 match. Get your tickets right now at UWAElite.com. We might not be done here. The Do or Die Posse looking to get a little bit more action in the ring.
This isn't. Wait.
All 6 men climbing into the ring.
Don't let them entice you.
Oh, maybe not. The Do or Die Posse.
No. Not the plan.
Maybe thinking better of it.
It out. Obvious frustrations from all members of the contingent, but seems like everything's going to be all right.
I mean, I don't know that apologies are necessary, but I mean. Oh no! BT Bull! Hand around the neck, choke slam into the Legos! Chokes! And now Corvis joining in! Eric Corvis and BT Bull.
Nicholas Kaye might have a breakdown. He's just kind of, he's not even looking.
Corvis and Bull just beating down on their teammate. Steel chair in the hand of Corvis. They're handing it to Kaye. Having second thoughts. No, Kaye's he's going to walk out the ring. Wow.
Well, Nicholas Kaye's a smart man. Like, he's not just going to act on emotion.
Not what we talked about. Yeah. That's not it. Yeah, because you're making the best of what we talked about. Yeah, look what your decision got us. Yeah, Brad is making a decision, and you can't support us. Ty Thomas is the weak link. He always has been.
Oh my God. Wow. Corvis calling Ty Thomas the weakest link of the contingent.
And Nick Kaye just walked out. Corvis just laying into Ty Thomas and BT Bull doing the same.
For 400 plus days, not you. I should have been captain. You're a piece of crap, and you always were.
Bull and Corvis with some vicious words.
It almost sounds like it stems from jealousy over who is captain. At least from both points.
But I mean, what does this mean for the contingent?
I get it. I deserve all of that. I'll give you a moment to get out of your seat. Listen, I know that you guys normally boo me when I'm out here, and I know I do deserve it. But any other person can't deny my success. The success that Nicholas Kaye, that the contingent, that BT Bull, Ty Thomas, Eric Corvis, the success that we've been able to have, the control that we've been able to hold over UWA Elite is undeniable. It's remarkable. But that success was only attainable by the agreement that I made when I signed BT Bull, Eric Corvis, and Ty Thomas. It was all the same. That success only is obtained if we're on the same page at all times. And when BT Bull and Eric Corvis attacked Ty Thomas, they broke that agreement. That agreement was broken by Eric Corvis and BT Bull, and thanks to them, I can't right that wrong. Listen, hold me, do me all you want, but don't bowl Ty Thomas, because it's not his fault, because that agreement only worked Thank you, Eric Corvis. Thank you, BT Bull, because for the first time, I see things a little bit clearer. And I'm going to make you all very happy. Because as of right now, I am disbanding the contingent. It's over. Guys, I don't want any trouble. Like I said, it's just over. We can all go our own ways. No one here wants us in the ring right now, clearly. They want us out of here so we can just end it. We can all go our own ways.
Calm down.
It's fine.
Calm down. If everybody can shut up, I can make this quicker and we can get some wrestling going on in the ring.
Shut the hell up while we are speaking!
McNelis, Kaye, let me remind you of something. You can't end the contingent because Eric Corvis and I, we are the contingent.
What McNelis Kaye is this? What McNelis Kaye cares about what the fans say? What McNelis Kaye is soft. This isn't the man that I signed a contract with. You blame me and BT Bull. He was the first person you signed. You and me drove all over the roads together. You signed, but who got your jacket, McNelis Kaye? Who got his jacket? Oh,
Ty Thomas.
as he continuously caused us to lose by making mistakes over and over again. Who kept getting second chances, Bo?
Ty Thomas.
And here you are, feel bad for me. McNelis Kaye and I made some mistakes. Shut the hell up! You were the one that was supposed to guide us to glory and keep us there, and you failed. It was McNelis Kaye Associates before it was the contingent. And where are we now? Oh, McNelis Kaye's asking everybody to understand.
Nick, do you have anything you want to say before I continue on? Because once I get onto my feet and stand up, we're going to have a real big problem.
So, Eric, you both know I'm not a wrestler anymore. I left it a long time ago. I'm going to leave the ring.
No, hold up.
I'm going to leave the ring.
Because you have an ultimatum. You can be with Eric Corvis and I, and we can run the UWA Elite like we did the past 3 years. Or, if you want to go, and you want to go play with Ty Thomas, we're going to let you do that. But just know, with or without you, I'm making the decisions, and we're going to run UWA Elite. You have your ultimatum, and and you make your decision however you want to make it.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do this. But you listen to us.
You signed with me on the contingent. It was my brain you needed that brought you the success. We're done.
Ty Thomas out to the ring to make the save for Nick Kaye.
I have no idea what's going on right now. This is not what I expected to see happening.
I mean, I think that answers the question of who the favorite is.
All three of you out, and I was willing to make peace. I was willing to do whatever it was that it took to keep this together, because this to me was not business. This to me was a family. We were brothers.
Another cute couple. And you were the brother.
Cute is not the word I would use. Brothers fight, families fight, so I was willing to make peace. That's what families do at the end of the day. They come back together. But it's clear that you two bozos want nothing to do with peace. Despite the fact that you two want to claim I'm the reason Bull's not UWA Elite champion anymore. Because I lost the golden ticket, right? I lost the golden ticket because I took a dive for you.
Makes a good point.
Because I lost to Jungle Jim Wilder. The Iron Man Championship. I was Nick's favorite because I was given all of this stuff, except my rematch for the Iron Man Championship and went to you.
Because you couldn't
That's a
get
good
the
point.
job done.
And neither did you.
Because you messed up.
I was willing to make peace, despite the fact that you two showed me no respect as captain in our power play match, took things into your own hands, tried to have a little fun at Shortlock's expense, and cost us the match. So clearly peace is not an option. That means war.
That means wartime. All right. Well, if one thing that he learned in the contingent from us and Nicholas Kaye, it's that we always run with the numbers game. And you're coming out and talking trash when there's two of us and one of Ty Thomas.
Jungle Jim Wilder out to make the save for Ty Thomas.
Yeah, if you told me that last year, I'd say you're crazy.
Where are you guys going? Get back in here. I'm sick and tired of this contingent family squabble. You guys are ruining not only the morale in the locker room and the good times of all these people. And you, Brandon Ball, I cannot wait until this man right here defeats you and gets the honor of cutting that dirty, greasy mop on your head. And you, Eric Corvis, you think that was these promos you want to make fun and poke fun of the way I dress, the way I present myself, the way I appeal to the younger fans? Well, let me tell you something. These younger fans are the future of the UWA. They're the reason why we do what we love.
He has a point.
You want to make fun of the way I dress? Look at you guys. You guys look like the Kaye Carnival.
Okay, that was good. A cotton candy chant from the fans at ringside.
I mean, it does kind of look like cotton candy.
It does a little bit.
Corvis, get back over here. We got a score to settle. So how about it right now? You and me in this ring for this, huh?
We have a match scheduled anyway. You're not surprising anyone.
Yeah, but you were just walking away. I want you in the ring right now. Where's the referee? You want to see this right now?
All right. Ref Ryan T going into the ring.
That's good because he was standing next to me. I'd rather him in the ring than anywhere near me.
Rich Reed's got the mic.
He's got to go. He's going to leave. Then he's got to leave. Hey, what are you doing? This kind of swing nothing's in his ear.
You get game plans together, bro.
That's true. He's right about that. Oh, I hope Bull decks that security guard.
Do we have a security guard?
I mean, that's what his hat says. I don't know.
All right, they're going to leave. Now I'm going to enter who is ready for some championship action.
As our resident creeper, Rich Reed, gets into the ring. You know, like Minecraft.
Oh, that kind of creeper. I was going to say. I mean,
Yeah.
is he on a list or something?
I mean, I didn't check it. But.
All right, South River, New Jersey. This match is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the UWA Elite Ironman Championship. Our referee in charge will be Ryan T.
Oh, sorry. Couldn't help myself.
I don't think you're supposed to boo the referees.
Introducing first, repping the Contingent Wrestling out of Victory Gardens, New Jersey. Here is the Matt Mechanic Eric Corvis.
That is not how you treat the future Iron Man champion.
Corvis declaring victory a little early there.
His opponent, wrestling from a land down under. He is the reigning, defending UWA Elite Ironman champion, Jungle Jim Porter.
The bell is rung, and Corvis looking to get this started a little bit early.
Well, there is a lot of history between the two of these men. All right, real quick, before we really get into the gist of this match.
Sure.
I have a problem.
You have many problems.
Why? I mean, okay, Rich Reed just announced Jungle Jim Wilder from the land down under.
Correct.
That man has no Australian accent, clearly. He's a fraud. He's an imposter.
I mean, you don't have to have the accent to be from the place.
That's not true. I have the Southside accent.
Big chop from Jungle Jim onto the mat mechanic. He's going to call for another. Yeah, you know the crowd's going to agree with that. Couple of chops to Corvis. He takes a seat at ringside.
I hope he paid for that ringside seat. Those are expensive.
They are worth every single penny. And by the way, you can get yours at UWAElite.com. Get a ticket for Dangerous Uprisings coming your way next month.
April 26th, right?
April 26th, you got it.
Oh, see, that could be a
Hey,
show.
Dynamite promo for you Cypress.
See, we don't need JC.
Oh, you hear the echo from that chop.
I've been on the receiving end of Eric Corvis chops, and they hurt a little bit more than the normal person chops.
I've heard that said. Yeah, I've never taken one from him, and I hope to never experience
Oh, I was going to say, I can probably arrange that after the show. I'm sure you would happily oblige.
As much as I appreciate that generous offer, Cypress, I'm going to pass.
Okay, now I have another question for you.
Go right ahead.
What now is your feelings toward Ty Thomas? Because clearly he's not in the contingent anymore.
Right.
It seems like he's changed his ways.
I'm going to say cautiously optimistic.
Like, have you guys sat down and had, like, tea together yet? Or?
We have not, no. Him and I have not spoken about much of anything, to be honest. Oh, Jungle Jim Wilder with a knee to the head of Corvis.
Yeah, he
kind of face plants.
He kind of faked Corvis out a little bit there. This isn't the start Corvis wanted, I don't think.
Absolutely not.
Well, this match is scheduled later on tonight. It was not scheduled to be second on the show.
Yeah, I mean, as Corvis said, the matchup itself is not a surprise, but starting it a little bit earlier than planned certainly is. Big double axe handle from Wilder, and then the crescent kick, the inside out. Corvis with a big right hand. I'm not sure Corvis knows where he is right now. There wasn't a whole lot of technique, a whole lot of aim behind that right.
And you know, I gotta say, because there's something missing. If McNelis Kaye was out there drinking his craft beer, I think Corvis would be in a little bit more control right now.
Let's also not forget that, I mean, last time we saw Jungle Jim Wilder in the ring, he was being helped to the back because we had a bit of a sneak attack. Mike Quest, former tag team partner,
Love that guy.
Former tag team partner of the Matt Mechanic Eric Corvis, the Garden State Gods. So I mean, Rich Reed. Rich Reed. Yeah, Ref Ryan T. Sorry, wrong guy. Ref Ryan T. being distracted by Eric Corvis so he can deliver that mule kick, the low blow, to the ender regions.
I'm gonna grant you a pass on that because I usually conceal tool bags too.
As I was saying, the low blow to the nether regions of
I know
Jim Wilder.
what you were getting at though before. That yes, Mike Quest, former tag team partner of Eric Corvis in the Garden State Gods. I believe they were former UWA Tag Team Champions. I could be wrong on that. I wasn't around at that time. And you got to wonder, like, is Mike Quest somehow involved?
That's kind of the question. I mean, is Corvis setting more traps for Jungle Jim?
I mean, I probably could have gotten the bottom of it, as being I also have the history of Mike Quest, but you know, I had other things to worry about.
Yeah, you haven't exactly volunteered that to help out, have you?
I mean, I help out. I clean up chairs after the show. Is that what you were getting at?
Corvis saying, this is your Iron Man champion? And yes it is.
That Iron Man champion has pinned Eric Corvis in the past.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of what Jungle Jim is trying to do here, is show that his title reign is not a fluke. Like, he has defeated Eric Corvis. That wasn't a fluke. He has a win against the Matt Mechanic.
Yeah, I mean, how many times, and I'm not trying to be one to defend Jungle Jim, but I'm going to here.
Senton by Jungle Jim. Hold on 1 second, 2.5.
But how many times, like, did the guy, you know, prove himself before he's not a fluke anymore?
Two count only.
Insinuating that he was a fluke to begin with. I may have said that in the past.
I mean, he just fought his way out of a zero machine, which is not something a whole lot of people can do.
All right, he also defeated Boom Harden at last breath.
Indeed. Yeah, before that sneak attack.
I mean, he's got some he defeated Ty Thomas. He's got a lot of wins.
Corvis with the King Charles helmet. A couple of elbows, that spinning headbutt.
Now this is a time in the match where Corvis would look for directions from McNelis Kaye. And he's not out there.
No McNelis Kaye, no BT Bull, and obviously no Ty Thomas.
Well, they almost made like a little bit of a gentleman's agreement, it seems like. That Ty Thomas would leave if BT Bull left. They both, and surprisingly, Bull's honored it so far.
Yeah, they have some things to discuss, I think.
What, like shaving cream?
Corvis is trying to tear apart the face of the champ.
And, you know, just remind you that, yes, there will be a hair versus hair match tonight. I can't wait for that. Can you tell?
Corvis calling out spots to the fans here.
You know, Corvis draws reaction to the fans a lot. I've noticed it's gotten him behind them, and there it is.
There you go. No sooner said. And Jungle Jim Wilder popping up to his feet, and what do we have here? A jumping cutter off of the middle turnbuckle. That's got to put him down. Wilder not able to crawl over and make the cover, though.
But you see the veteran ring awareness from Eric Corvis. He rolled. He might not have all his bearings right now, but he instinctively rolled away close to the ropes to make it. So
Jungle Jim Wilder.
Corvis kicks out. Has to go farther to pin him. And look, and that was the difference in that cover right there.
Jungle Jim Wilder looking to keep his spot at the top of the mountain. Corvis declaring before this event that if Wilder is the top of the mountain, then Corvis is practically on the moon.
I mean, he's not wrong, but I mean, like an accomplishment-wise.
Jungle in Paradise was the attempt by Wilder, but Corvis with the reversal, 2.5
Holy.
only.
We had a new champion. I think Corvis is more shocked than anyone else.
Corvis is shocked. The fans are shocked. I mean, I'm pretty surprised myself.
I mean, Corvis is pulling out all the stops right now, and he's not able to put Jungle Jim down.
Taking his time now. Not something we're used to seeing from Corvis.
Oh, it's so loud. The chant you got going there.
Matt Mechanic setting up for suplex, perhaps. Jungle Jim rolling him up. 1, 2, both men's shoulders on the mat.
Wilder almost stole one right there. Backslide, perhaps?
The gear shift was the attempt, and a backslide by Wilder. Nothing doing. The kick out by Corvis, and there it is.
Oh, that was more than an attempt. That was a connection.
1, 2, and no. Jungle Jim Wilder just barely able to get that shoulder up at 2 3/4.
I mean, Corvis, he could just go for another one. I think he'd have him at this
He looks
point.
pissed. Corvis looks pissed. The Zero Machine coming from the Mat Mechanic, and he hits it.
That's got to be it.
Well, but look at Wilder. Look at Wilder. Foot on the ropes. You called it before, Cypress, when the Mat Mechanic rolling toward the ropes. Jungle Jim Wilder doing it right there.
That's a rare error by Eric Corvis. It might be fatigue setting in. He wasn't thinking straight. It happens. It does happen.
Mat Mechanic calling for BT Bull now, and out he comes.
Oh, so much for that.
With the brass knuckles.
Oh, those are Ty Thomas's, I thought.
And that time the pass was completed. I don't know if Ref Ryan T saw that. I don't think Ryan didn't see the brass knuckles.
Well, Ryan is kind of blind. He does wear glasses normally.
Big shot, no. Jungle Jim getting out of dodge and then sending Corvis into Bull, meeting of the minds.
Bull's head smacked against the apron right there.
The Cataclysm from your Iron Man champion. 1, 2, and still.
MC Hale, I don't know if you caught it, but Bull tried to break it up, and Ty Thomas grabbed his leg.
Jungle Jim Wilder still your UWA Elite Iron Man champion.
And
a second victory over the Mat Mechanic.
I gotta say, if Eric Corvis was on the moon, I think Jungle Jim just pulled him back down to earth.
Ty Thomas back into the ring. The 2 remaining members of the contingent quickly leaving. Are we getting this match a little early too?
Well, I mean, if Bull learned anything from Corvis' mistake, he'd say no. We're discussing strategy, Corvis and Bull.
Corvis telling Bull, you know we're going to win. Don't worry, it doesn't matter if it happens now or later in the night.
Well, I'm assuming that was their plan for the last match too, but that didn't work out. Oh, Ryan T, so let's do it now, and I guess he's the voice of reason.
Ref Ryan T, unlikely voice of reason.
If that's the case, I don't want to listen to reason.
Make sure he shakes that greasy mop on his head. Greasy mop! Greasy mop! Greasy mop!
Jungle Jim Wilder getting a greasy mop chant going.
Yeah, now they can't all be winners.
South River, New Jersey.
You mean like Eric Corvis?
It's now time for our
Yes,
hair versus
technically.
hair match. This is scheduled for one fall. Once again, our referee in charge will be Ryan T. Here are the rules. It's very simple. The one who loses has to have his head shaved. And we got the barber chair right over there. And now it's time to announce the contestants. Introducing first, repping the Contingent Wrestling out of Garwood, New Jersey. Here is BT Bulldog! And now, introducing his former friend and now sworn enemy, wrestling out of Tuckerton, New Jersey. Here is truly terrific Ty Thomas!
Sworn enemies.
Former friends.
All right, here we go. The hair versus hair match. A lot of you picked this as your match of the night. We're going to see if this if it lives up to the hype, and I can't see how it wouldn't, to be honest.
I'm so excited for this match. I just try to picture both of them bald, and I for both sake though, you know what? I hope he wins.
I mean, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out already had a bald bull.
Touche. Good thing JC's not here because he have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's true. That game came out like, what, 25 years before he was born, something like that?
Well, he still's never lived, so.
Bull with the head of steam on Ty. Leapfrog. Just a quick little forearm from truly terrific Ty Thomas.
Well, he did something very early in the match a lot of people aren't able to do. He took him off his feet. Not a full fall, but he did stumble to the ground.
BT Bull's a big dude. If you can keep him off his feet, you've got the match half won. Ty with the head of steam. Nope. Bull's having no part of that. Bull taking a siesta here in the barber's chair. Maybe not the best place to be.
Yeah, it's not good for, you know, your what's the word I'm looking for? Not karma, but, you know.
Yeah.
Is that the word? Whatever. Foreshadowing.
I like that. Ty's going to chase Bull around the ring a little bit, try and get this match back underway. Bull meets him and sends him right out of the side of the... Nope. Ty hangs onto the rope, skin the cat, right up back behind BT Bull.
Yeah, I don't think Bull's expecting that.
The knee, jumping knee from Ty Thomas has sent many people down to their down off of their feet. Not so much for this one though.
You know, I didn't have a chance to talk to Bull or Ty before this match, but if I did, I would just tell him, you know, get your head shaved and you look bald. It's not so bad.
I mean, there is a difference between getting a haircut, being balding, and then having your head shaved in front of all of these fans because you screwed up your match.
I guess. You know what? You know what? It is a lot of times you and JC ask me, you know, my opinions on matches.
Yeah.
I can honestly tell you, I've never been in a hair versus hair match because my hair said bye-bye to me a long time ago, very early at a young age. And my head's been shaved since I was like 15.
I think that means you should have challenged a lot of people to hair versus hair matches.
Yeah, I mean, if I lose, all I do is fall down the rankings.
Ty Thomas in a bad way right now in the corner. Travis Bull is delivering a couple of shots to the chest. Big chop. And throwing that big leg over Ty. Choking him on the middle rope.
Now, you saw how Corvis performed without McNelis Kaye. I want to keep an eye on what Bull does without McNelis Kaye.
Well, Bull just reminded Ref Ryan T that a 5 count was not going to happen in a hair versus hair match.
Well, that's going to be beaten in the bush before tonight's over, after I gave everyone a lesson on the 5 count.
Ty looking to put Bull up in a fireman's carry, but that is a lot of BT Bull to get up onto your shoulders.
By the way, and just so you know, a 5 count does count in a reserve match. You can't get disqualified.
Well, yeah, I think that was what Bull was saying.
Yeah, Eric Corvis got disqualified in the last reserve match we had here.
The senton splash from BT Bull.
But as I was referencing before, with the absence of McNelis Kaye, BT Bull's been with McNelis Kaye longer than anyone in the contingent.
True. Yeah.
It's been years, at least 2-3 years, and this is the first time in a long time that he's been without McNelis Kaye.
And like Corvis said, it was originally McNelis Kaye Associates, and BT Bull was the first member.
Exactly. And even the days when McNelis Kaye wasn't here, he still had his tutelage beforehand with Bull. Bull knew the game plan going in. McNelis Kaye is a very, very smart man. I've been in the ring with him. He's very crafty, he's cunning, and he took that into the managerial role, into a leadership role. And you see what happened to Contingent. You see BT Bull blossom. He saw Ty Thomas blossom. Eric Corvis was already blossomed, but he kept the success.
Yeah, Nick Kaye, the original professional wrestler, but yeah, turning his strengths to management, he has had. I mean, you can't argue with the success of the Contingent. They were extremely successful, holding every belt in the company at one point, I believe.
Right, and everything BT Bull said, and McNelis Kaye, when they ran UWA, yes, Dave Swan runs UWA, but they ran every show. They were on top. Everything went through them. Even when they didn't have the gold, they still were on top.
Yeah, they were still setting the tone. And yeah, right now we're seeing the dissolution of the Contingent. Ty Thomas with a running, jumping pump kick to the face of BT Bull. Bull in a bad spot on the top, on the second rope rather. Ty Thomas finally using the ropes as a little bit of assistance, but still not enough to get Bull on his shoulders.
Too much weight, and Bull's been putting some pressure on the back.
I think Ty's got to abandon this strategy. You're not going to overpower BT Bull. He's got to use his speed. He's got to use the technique. It's what Ty Thomas, it's what made him the Iron Man champion. I mean, Ty Thomas was Wrestler of the Year, the Golden Ticket winner, Iron Man champion. He needs to go back to that and not try and overpower such a bigger opponent.
Yeah, don't forget, Ty Thomas had a lot of success even before he was in McNelis Kaye Associates / the Contingent. He was an Iron Man champion before that. He had a big rivalry with Eddie Thomas.
Indeed.
He can be successful without McNelis Kaye. We know he can. But like you said, he's got to get back to what you said, the flash.
Oh, he did it. He finally did. Ty Thomas has BT Bull up on his shoulders. Death Valley driver.
But how much did that take out of him, though? Was it worth it to get? Now he's not even getting the cover yet. He's too tired.
Yeah, you can see he can't make it over to BT Bull. Throw an arm over him, try and get that pin. Ref Ryan T with that 10 count. He's only up to 2 so far.
What happens if he gets to 10? Do they both get their head shaved?
I'd be okay with that.
I'm okay with it too.
We'll take a group photo after the event.
Yeah, the 4 bald guys. You get Ryan T, it'll be fine.
Clothesline from Ty. Doesn't seem to have had much effect. A second one just poking the bear. Tries for a third. BT Bull ducking, and a fourth ducks as well. That one he didn't duck.
That caught him flush right in the mush.
Bull trying to duck under a clothesline, but found a knee instead. Big splash. The avalanche from truly terrific Ty Thomas. Irish whip reversal from Bull. Thomas thrown on the brakes, and then the neck breaker. Going for a cover, hooking the leg. Yes, 1, 2. Still only a 2 count.
Well, Ty seems to have an answer for everything Bull's been throwing over the last minute or so. Reversing literally everything. But he's not able to put the Bull down.
Big change of fortune from what we saw earlier in this match, where everything that Ty had, Bull had an answer for. Seems the tide has turned a little bit in this matchup, this grudge match. They don't get much more. Is grudgier a word?
I mean, you use follically or whatever
that's
was
true.
Earlier,
all right,
so.
yeah. Ty off the ropes. Looks to duck under a clothesline. Both men trying to figure out a bit of strategy, and BT Bull finally with the bulldozer, and that's how. No!
Yeah, it looked like Ty Thomas was going for the leapfrog when he did earlier in the match. Remember, the beginning of the match, he leapfrogged and caught him with a quick forearm.
Yeah, Bull just didn't fall for it this time.
Yeah, Bull telegraphed at that time. Bull's jaw jacking with their fans.
Bull threatening to shave the beard of one of our fans.
I mean, I don't know if we can get a lawsuit with that, but I'm okay with it if we don't.
Big windup from Bull, but Ty ducks it. Pedigree from Ty Thomas.
I don't know if he got all of it. Bull almost escaped a little bit there. Wait a second.
And crawling his way to ringside, the mat mechanic puts the foot of BT Bull. He's right here.
I mean, Bull was pretty close to the ropes. I think he could have got there anyway.
Maybe, but he didn't. And that's kind of the point.
I mean, he's practically under the rope anyway. But it is Ryan T, so he might not have noticed.
Corvis throwing the leg of BT Bull on the bottom rope to break up the 3 count, in case you missed that at home. Well, Ryan T paying a lot of attention to Ty Thomas. Meanwhile,
Wait,
Eric Corvis was trying to hand a chair to BT Bull, but that's Nick Kaye.
I don't even know where Nick Kaye came from. I thought a fan ran in for a second.
Oh! The struggle for the chair ends very, very badly for BT Bull.
Yeah, Corvis ended up inadvertently hitting him. That was not Corvis' intention.
1, 2, is this it? 3, yes! Ty Thomas taking advantage of a mistake.
The winner of the match, truly terrific, Ty Thomas!
Taking advantage of the mistake by the contingent by BT Bull and Eric Corvis.
For the highlight of the evening.
Oh, I can't wait.
Bring the ball and not again is game.
Ty Thomas with the side slam.
Well, that was just a case, Eric Corvis tried to interject himself.
I mean, that's anything but business.
I mean, Eric Corvis is kind of responsible for this, I gotta say.
Right?
He came out, he got the chair. I know they're gonna blame Nicholas Kaye. But I mean, it's not, oh wait, what is Nicholas Kaye doing right now? Is he he's handcuffing Eric Corvis to the, that's genius.
That is absolute genius, Cypress, yes. There is no way now for Eric Corvis to save his contingent partner, BT Bull, from getting his head shaved bald. BT Bull barely can stand.
And now let's sing a song for Brandon the Bull Care. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Oh hey, goodbye. Na na na. Hey hey, goodbye.
I gotta tell you, I haven't seen Ty Thomas smile like this in months.
BT Bull is handcuffed to the barber chair.
Bull's handcuffed, Corvis is handcuffed.
This moment in UWA history.
Are we inviting the fans over to watch?
Well, how are we gonna see that? Sit these mutants back down.
Oh, Ty's gonna do it. Ty is shaving the head of BT Bull. I mean, we had a professional in the house, but why not? To the victor go the spoils.
And I gotta say, how bad that hurts to get your head shaved, just like that, with the hair that long?
You mean you don't think Ty Thomas is being incredibly gentle with BT Bull?
Maybe you should go get a cut in there.
I mean, mine was for charity, but maybe I'll take a swipe at Bull, sure.
I mean, we could donate this. We'll just go get a walk. We could throw it somewhere. People love that stuff.
Looks like Ty and Nick Kaye are going to be doing the honors here.
I thought they were going to let the fans do it.
We already got a couple of swipes in.
No, I got my hair cut last week. No one showed up to watch that.
Oh, look at that. The long locks of BT Bull. falling to the floor.
You know, I got to be honest. I don't know how Bull's going to look with a bald head. I'm a little nervous for him.
I mean, he's got a lot of hair. It's not the best way to lose weight, but...
Oh, and there go the locks. Tigers dropping them all.
Oh, wow. I'm so happy right now.
Hey, I never thought I'd see you so happy for Ty Thomas.
You know what? That's a really good point.
It's almost like he never spit in your coffee. Or trolled you on the internet. Or made you get suspended. I'm not trying to gaslight you, I promise.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like I said, cautiously optimistic. I don't know. Maybe Ty has turned over a new leaf. We can only hope. Well, Ty finally giving up the clippers to the professionals.
Oh, now he's going to yell. He's yelling at you again. You going to take that from him? Are you going to let him yell at you like that? Trying to get some Eric Corvis, trying to get him unlocked. He's out. Bull still, I think, is still handcuffed.
Well, folks, as the contingent tries to extricate themselves from the situation, yeah, I got that word right. We will remind you that we are going to be on the UWA Elite Network. If you missed anything, any moments here from the hair versus hair match, you can catch that and every single supercard in UWA Elite event history, in UWA Elite history. I'm just so happy. I'm tripping over all of my words. Look at Bull! Look at Bull! Look at that! Eric Corvis trying to make a toupee.
Hey, do you remember when Bull had hair?
Good times. Folks, tune into the UWA Elite Network, powered by YouTube. YouTube is the new official home of the UWA Elite Network. Don't miss classic matches, full events, exclusive bonus content, and much more right now on the official UWA Elite YouTube channel. Plus, every month you'll get to watch brand new UWA Elite Supercards in their entirety for free. From setting the standard to last breath and everything in between, you can catch all of your favorite UWA Elite All-Stars in one place. The UWA Elite Network, powered by YouTube.
Because Chris was the uncrowned wrestler of the year, all right? He won Crossroads. He won the Brawl for it all right? He was this close to being UWA Elite champion. And I want to right that wrong, all right? Which is why I'm begging you, let me have this spot, all right? I need to be his partner. I need to show Chris that I'm all in, all right? I want to be his disciple, and this is my shot to show him that I'm here for it.
I get that. And I understand your excitement and everything. But I just want to let you know that Chris did handpick me to be in the Old Guard.
I know.
He handpicked me to carry out the Old Guard mission. So, no matter who he picks, no hard feelings. Oh, look. Just got an email from Chris.
What do you say?
He's picking the partner. Let's check it out.
Last year did not end how I wanted it to, but I had a hell of a season and a hell of a run. This year, I'm coming back faster, stronger, angrier, better. It's setting the standard. They're making me do a tag team challenge to earn my way back into a title shot. So be it. Mike Seaway, you're my partner. You have a lot to prove, and you can bring a lot to the table and help me get to that next level. See you March 29th.
Oh my God, he picked me. He picked me. I can't believe he picked me. He's giving me my shot. TJ, oh my God, I can't. Oh, this is it. All right? Oh, set the standard. You're going to be there, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right.
Yeah.
No, and like you said, no hard feelings?
Yeah, of course, man. No hard feelings.
All right, I'll see you at the show. All right.
Everyone in the locker room, not available, or can't do it. Why can I not find someone to be my partner? I have people that dip me. Come on. There's gotta be a partner somewhere here, bro. It's gotta be.
So you're looking for a partner? Why didn't you call, man?
Bro,
not hard to find.
Not hard to find, bro. I didn't see you in there. I'm really confused right now because last time I checked, bro, you knocked me off and I lost my title. And then when I try to reach out to you to talk about it, like I understand mistakes happen, but you went ghost on me, dog. What do you expect me to do? What's up? Like, please explain yourself right now, at least.
Bro, I'm sorry, man. You already listen. I didn't mean to do any of that. You know that was a mistake, and you know that was an accident. And it's never something like that is never gonna happen again. I needed my time. I got my time. I think it's time for our time. Feel me?
Bro, you know me, you go back like two dudes back in the Cadillac. You know I got you, my boy. I got you. 2 minutes. See you.
Coming
All right, we have the Pick Your Partner Tag Team Challenge coming your way right now. The winning team's captain will face off against Joey Adams in the main event tonight for the UWA Elite Championship.
Now, obviously there's pressure on Powers and Dillinger because both of them want the match, but I would almost make the argument there's almost more pressure on Seaway and Vertigo. Let's take a Seaway, for instance. Powers had to make a decision. He had to pick Seaway or TJ Blade. He went with Mike Seaway. That's like you said, like Rich Reed said during the card rundown that he was doing this year.
You know what? Never mind. Yes, Rich Reed's card rundown. Go ahead. Yep.
He said TJ Blade was with them. Mike Seaway's got to kind of prove himself. And then on Vertigo's end, whether you like it or not, Vertigo kind of cost Corey Dillinger the UWA Elite Championship.
I mean, I don't know if he actually cost him the championship. He certainly feels like he did.
Inadvertently, but he did.
All right. I mean, it wasn't like a planned stab in the back or anything like that.
I say a lot of bad things about some of these people out here, but I like Matt Vertigo. We're fellow Knicks fans. I can't say a bad thing about him, but I mean, it was kind of a mistake.
Well, Matt Vertigo certainly did feel the responsibility of that, and it's kind of been, as Dillinger described it, ghosting him. He just wasn't returning any calls, messages, anything like that, until finally Dillinger, looking for a partner, fell on Vertigo, and Vertigo said, where have you been, dude?
Yeah, I mean, Dillinger hit me up a bunch of times. I told him I'm retired. I can't help you.
Well, I mean, I guess you'll have to make do with Matt Vertigo then.
Right. I mean, who wouldn't want a guy that had that ridiculous silky lion printed jacket that he wore out there?
I mean, that's kind of an awesome jacket.
Me or you could never pull that off.
No,
but Matt Vertigo,
I could pull it off. I could pull it off of a hanger. That's the only way I could pull that off. Mike Seaway, not exactly burning down the house right now.
What is TJ Blade's thoughts about not being your partner?
I think Blade, he seemed disappointed but understood. TJ Blade has proven himself already. In the words of Chris Powers, he was there. If you remember, Brawl for All last year.
Correct.
Yeah. So I mean, he has very much proven himself. He's the one who took the side of Chris Powers. So Powers, of course, says Blade is A-okay by me, but Mike Seaway, I need you to prove yourself.
Well, I have a theory.
Of course you do.
Now, TJ Blade, I'm not saying I think like TJ Blade, but, villains think alike. So,
you said it.
If you're TJ Blade, you're in a win-win situation. Think about it.
Okay.
If they win, then Chris Powers gets a shot at the title again, and you can be right on top like you were. If he loses, you can just blame Mike Seaway, and you're in Powers. TJ Blade wasn't in the match. He didn't lose.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It can work either way for him.
Some quick tags here by the team of Vertigo and Dillinger, going to work on Chris Powers, the Hollywood stuntman.
And you got to give what a year for Chris Powers last year. I know it didn't end the way he wanted to, but Dynamite Davis Memorial Tournament winner, co-winner of the Brawl for All, main event the last breath.
Yeah, quite a banner year for the stuntman.
I mean, he's been in the company for over 10 years. Never quite had that opportunity. Oh my God! I think he might need to for this.
Oh wow! I watched Vertigo bounce off the ropes. Is he going to try for a D elbow? But nope. It was a pump kick.
I just lost my. I was trying to put Chris Powers over, but I completely lost my train of thought.
That's all right.
Kick.
If there was anything that was going to derail that train, that pump kick by Matt Vertigo was certainly it. And Dillinger making sure that Seaway isn't coming in anytime soon.
Well, maybe he wanted him to experience what Powers has experienced, so he'll kick him right in the face, too. What a beautiful springboard moonsault from Vertigo, pulling out all the stops.
I'm still waiting for the Madison Square moonsault. Haven't seen that in a while.
We just pulled out, I guess I would call it a lion salt, judging by his button down. No matter what Matt Vertigo does, even if he's having tough times like he mentioned earlier last year, he's always styling.
He is, yeah, even when he's hurt, even when he's on the losing end of things. I mean, he never feels like a loser in a match. He feels like the guy who just barely didn't win. Seaway and Blade going to town on Vertigo while Ref Brandon's back was turned.
Is that his name, Ref Brandon? That's what we're going with?
It is. I mean, it's what he's going with, so I assume we'll just follow suit.
Isn't that Sharp's first name? Isn't he a Brandon?
His first name is Ref.
Oh, right. I heard he was going to be here, but he's got a camera crew following him around, documenting his life right now for the next week. He's calling it Sharp's Week.
I hate you. I hate you so bad right now. So much.
I just can't help myself sometimes. Seaway looking for the pinfall right here.
God, that was good. Why are you breaking out good lines?
Every once in a while, I come up with one.
Seaway looking for a vertical suplex on Vertigo. Just softening him up with a couple of knees to the midsection. Scoop slam now from massive Mike Seaway. The girthy gladiator.
Back on the Seaway proving himself. You know, think back to the Brawl for All when it came down to the 4 members of the Old Guard. Well, at the time, 4 members.
Mm-hmm.
And when Powers told them to get out, like TJ Blade right away, no problem, right to it. And Seaway, he did go, but he's thought about it for a second. And obviously Adams didn't, but it was hesitation, even if it was slight.
And then even after that, Seaway and Blade both picking different members of the Old Guard as who they thought was the 30th, who they thought the winner of the Brawl for It All was.
Right, and meanwhile, in the ring now, Mike Seaway might have just, by falling down, might have just injured Matt Vertigo. That Vertigo was hitting repeatedly drop kicks, went for a third one, and Seaway just fell down out of almost being knocked out, and Vertigo just missed and landed right on his knee very, very awkwardly.
With a double underhook from Seaway takes over Vertigo.
Yep, sometimes you just walk into things.
Dillinger getting the attention of our referee. Chris Powers trying to yell at Seaway to bring Vertigo into his corner and maybe get a few extra shots in while the referee's back was turned, but it looked like Seaway maybe wasn't quite understanding what the directives of Powers were.
Yeah, can you imagine how mad Matt Vertigo is going to feel if he loses this match and costs Dillinger again?
Oh. Well, hopefully for his sake, that is not going to happen.
I mean, at that point, Dillinger, you just got to cut ties and just, cut him off, right? Is that what you do to people?
No, Vertigo and Dillinger. I mean, that's...
How many chances do you give someone? No, 2 done. You're done. You're lucky if you get a second chance with me.
You're telling them to pull a contingent on him, right? Like the way they cut Ty Thomas?
I mean, Ty did screw up a lot.
Once again, Chris Powers distracting our referee, and there's TJ Blade doing a little extra damage on Vertigo.
I don't see TJ Blade. I see Mike Seaway.
Well, now Mike Seaway coming over to finish the job. Vertigo able to kick him away. Powers, nothing fancy about that. Just a couple of rights to the left side of Vertigo's head.
I'll tell you what, Vertigo's got him in his head. He is in a bad way right now.
Yeah, Vertigo's been taking a lot of punishment from both Powers and Seaway.
And he's in the ring right now with the man that made him tap out at Crossroads.
In a neutral corner right now, too, so he's not able to just reach out and tag his partner. Superplex from the middle turnbuckle from Chris Powers. Vertigo fighting it with everything he's got. A headbutt to the shoulder is enough to break it.
And Dillinger is inching to get in this ring right now.
Crossbody, no, clothesline, diving clothesline.
This is the opening that Vertigo needs right now.
New York Drip needs to make his way over to his partner.
I feel bad for Seaway and Powers if Vertigo makes this tag. Because Dillinger is ready to go.
And Dillinger with an awful lot to lose here, an awful lot to win. He's got a shot in the main event on the line. Is it going to be Powers? Is it going to be Dillinger? Ref Brandon up to a 5 count. I'm not sure what happens if he reaches a 10 count, if we get a double disqualification here, double count out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter because both men make their tags. In comes Dillinger, in comes Seaway. Down goes Seaway, down goes Chris Powers. Dillinger with a head of steam, another clothesline and another one. Both members of the Old Guard just sent reeling. Dillinger with rights and lefts. Big wind up from Corey. And a couple of kicks from the Old Guard, putting Dillinger into their corner.
Yeah, they had enough wherewithal left to get their boots up there.
Well, Dillinger able to get his elbow up on Seaway and then scoot just out of the way of Powers.
I mean, the old guard worked so long on Vertigo. Dillinger's almost brand new fresh.
And both members of the old guard are going to be a little bit winded. As you said, they were putting such punishment to Vertigo.
Yeah, I don't think they were counting on Dillinger getting back in the match.
Oh, backbreaker from Corey Dillinger. I got to admit, I almost called him the champ.
It is weird.
It's strange, right? Dropping a big elbow onto the chest of Mike Seaway. Here's the cover from Dillinger, 2. And the predictability, a little bit of predictability. There's Powers coming in with that flipping senton, but Dillinger had it scouted.
But you know what, though? It might not have worked the way he wanted, but it still worked. Because Dillinger did get off the pin. I mean, Seaway probably didn't like the way it worked, but...
And then the pump kick from Vertigo telling Corey, get that pin, this is yours. A shot at Joey Adams on the line in the main event tonight.
Getting him up, I don't know what for, but I feel bad for Seaway if it connects.
Yeah, if he gets up, he's going to be crashing down, and in probably a very, very painful manner. Smart move by Seaway, hanging onto the ropes. Dillinger going up and over and all the way out. Seaway paying a little bit too much attention to Dillinger, though. Yeah. Here comes Vertigo.
Forgot there's 2 of them.
The drip drop from Vertigo. 1, 2, and 3.
Well, Vertigo has righted his wrongs.
That victory is going to send Corey Dillinger into our main event tonight. UWA Elite Championship will be on the line against Joey Adams, the anti-hero. Folks, we've got a lot more action on the way as we bring your second half of Setting the Standard 2025. While you're waiting for that to start up, it looks like Vertigo just injured the shoulder of Corey Dillinger a little bit.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
In a celebration?
I think, yeah, Dillinger's left shoulder was hurt. I think a bit of a celebration just might have aggravated it a little bit. Hopefully Corey's able to recover before that main event. But while you're waiting for the second half to start, UWA Elite fans, make sure you're checking us out on all of the social media outlets at UWA Elite. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in just a few minutes. Still some tension between Dillinger and Vertigo. Powers just giving Mike Seaway an earful, telling him we had this and you blew it.
I mean, he did.
TJ Blade, unlikely voice of reason.
Well, like I said, he's looking good right now. It was a win-win.
As the old guard tries to recover a little bit. Oh no! TJ Blade smashing Seaway with the motorcycle helmet. And look at Chris Powers. Absolutely zero surprise on the face of Chris Powers. He knew exactly what TJ Blade was up to.
You know, if every couple years we get TJ Blade to turn on Mike Seaway, I'm like,
Blade hit Powers!
What? I didn't see that coming.
Blade hit Powers with the helmet.
I knew he was going to do that.
You did not. That'd be ridiculous. TJ Blade, I guess no longer a member of the old guard.
You know, I've been saying the whole time TJ Blade was the leader of the old guard. I said it multiple times at Crossroads, and I was right.
I don't think Powers is going to forget about TJ Blade again anytime soon.
No, I mean, Contingent, Old Guard, I don't know what's happening. I better go check on my guys.
TJ Blade leaving the wreckage of the Old Guard in the ring. Is he going back for more? He is. One more shot with the helmet onto the head of Chris Powers. Seaway actually draping his body over Powers to try and save his mentor, leader,
I mean, if the guy,
tag team partner.
Yeah, I don't know why he's trying to save him. I mean, Powers didn't look like he cared when TJ hit Seaway.
So what does this mean for Blade? What does this mean for Seaway and Powers?
I don't know what's going on.
Stay up to date with everything going down in UWA Elite on the official UWA Elite social media channels. Check out UWA Elite on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok for late-breaking news, tickets, event previews, match announcements, exclusive interviews, match highlights, and much, much more. Get closer to the action than ever before when you follow UWA Elite on social media.
Bulldog, I like you. I got respect for you. But I'm putting you down. Setting the standard, I will become the iChampion. Game recognized game. So I know what I'm in for. But I wonder, my friend. I wonder. Do you know what you're in for?
Which brings me to my next point. Sean Damage McNelis. Yeah, you my dog too. Straight up. You probably got the longest tenure in UWA Elite history. But on March 29th, at Setting the Standard, our friendship is gonna be put to the side. Your tenure is gonna be out my mind. The only thing that's gonna be on my mind is retaining this iChampionship. So dog, I love you, Sean, but it's time to play. And I got a shot collar with your name on it.
first, the challenger wrestling out of Garwood, New Jersey. Here is Sean Taylor. And now, introducing his opponent, wrestling out of Patterson, New Jersey. He is the reigning, defending UWA Elite iChampion, the Silk City King.
All right, as the man said, it is championship time here in South River. The iChampionship on the line. Sean Damage McNelis challenging the iChamp, the Silk City King, Bulldog Pittman.
Bulldog Pittman's been on a roll since last year. It's almost unstoppable.
Well, the finisher of the year, the shock collar, is voted on by you, the fans. Damage is going to be looking to avoid that.
Did you vote for it?
For finisher of the year? Wait, we're allowed to vote?
Well, I mean, we are. I don't because I'm not nominated for anything.
Oh, I would have been master of the microphone instead of King Tech.
I can say I didn't vote for it.
I figured that'd be a safe bet in any case.
No, if they had like two of the year, I still wouldn't vote for it. I'd probably vote for JC, but I'd give you consideration.
I appreciate that, Cypress. That's why we're such good friends. Meanwhile, SDM sending Bulldog onto the ropes. A big shoulder tackle by Bulldog. Pittman going under. SDM going over, and now he was looking for the shock collar.
Just like you alluded to.
Not too many people have been able to kick out of the shock collar before.
I mean, it won finisher of the year for a reason.
Exactly.
Sean Damage McNelis, a former iChampion, Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, both of them former Ironman champions as well. So a lot of ability, a lot of talent, and as I said in the card rundown that Rick Reed did, the change in opponents that both of these men have to face is going to be something of a challenge. SDM all of last year was up against King Tech, the master of the mind games, where Bulldog, not so much with the mind games. He's just going to beat you on pure talent.
He's just going to be in your face. He's not going to back down. He's just going to, what you see is what you get.
And then Bulldog with the contingent, Mike Seaway of the old guard, he's had to look over his shoulder for an entire year, and now he has one man in front of him, SDM.
Right. They both can have a good old-fashioned wrestling match. SDM doesn't have to chase anyone through a fair. They just do the match.
Damage was going for the devastation. He had it all set up, and Bulldog had it scouted.
And this just shows you how good these two are. They've never, to my knowledge, never wrestled each other, and they had each other scouted.
And before the event, SDM letting me know that he has been watching a lot of Bulldog Pittman matches, making sure to check out the drop kick that Bulldog is able to throw, as well as the shock collar itself, and how to fight his way out of it. And it seems that it's paid off so far. Big cover here. The roll up by Bulldog. Are the shoulders down? 2 only.
I think Bulldog was having trouble with that, getting the shoulders pinned to the mat there. Might have cost him. Trying to steal a quick win.
Roll up again by Bulldog. McNelis kicking out, sending Bulldog into the ropes, and now backdrop. Landing hard on the shoulders.
This is going to be an interesting match to see who can get the upper hand. It might, if I had to predict it, I think we might get a lot of back and forth.
Arguably the most pure wrestling match we can expect on the card tonight.
Yes, yeah, you are correct on that one. You're not right about a lot of things, but you're right about that.
SDM with a big charge coming in, Bulldog getting out of the way and then trying one of his own, and SDM turning the tide.
We've seen a lot of counters very early in this match.
There's Damage trying to separate the shoulder of Bulldog.
SDM with the soul food. Now he's got to go for a cover.
Slow cover by Damage. 2 and a kick out. But smart by Damage, going right back to it, and that shoulder that he just tried to separate, going right back to a crossface.
I mean, how relieved do you think Damage is to be done with, the Red Lion and the Great Awakening?
Is anyone ever really done with King Tech?
I don't know. You're right. I've been trying to be done with him for like 20 years, and he still keeps coming back.
King Tech going to be Athan Promise's problem a little bit later on this evening.
You promise? Ooh, bad joke, Bus. I almost said choo-choo, but that would be a train.
Damage continuing to work on the shoulder of Pittman. Pittman trying to throw a couple of rights to stem the tide a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, Cypress, but Bulldog uses that left shoulder for the shock collar, not the right, correct?
Yes. No, I did not go through the motion in my head.
Damage with the cover. 2.
One thing, too, I got to say about Bulldog. I mean, there's a little chatter. No one's ever going to question Bulldog, for sure.
Right.
But, the iChampion, Flash never lost that iTitle. So, there was chatter that Flash was still the real champion, but Bulldog put that all to rest at last breath when he beat Flash. Now, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Bulldog is your iChampion.
Devastation turned into a cutter by Bulldog.
Well, that's a way to counter that move.
I don't think I've ever seen that move countered in quite that way before.
And Damage gets so much elevation when he does the Devastation. The impact when he got caught with that cutter, that was almost a little extra mustard on it.
It's setting himself up for a little extra damage.
I think it's a little extra Devastation. Not to be confused with the Celebration.
Pittman trying to shake out that left shoulder. Damage getting the knee up. It looked like possibly in the same area.
That was the Celebration.
That was the Celebration. Look at the leg. 1, 2. Bulldog still able to kick out.
Going up.
Damage going up to the turnbuckle. Taking a long time. Bulldog is not someone who takes a long time to recover. He has a very, very good recovery system. He's quick to get his wind back. We'll see how he deals with Damage coming off of that top turnbuckle crossbody.
The strength.
Silk City King catches him. He's on the wrong side for the shock collar. He's going to settle for just dropping him face first onto the top turnbuckle. And then the spine buster for good measure.
Everything Bulldog does just is with extra authority. I wince every time I see him perform a move. I just feel my lower back pain.
The sound of the impact echoing through the halls here of the South River VFW. Don't forget, folks, get your tickets, UWAElite.com for Dangerous Uprisings coming your way next month.
Featuring the Cell Block 6 match to return.
Can't wait to see who's in that one. Bulldog dragging Damage to his feet. Might be going for the shock collar here. Damage able to escape out the back door. The Sambo. SDM putting Bulldog onto his back. Damage says he's got him. Does he? Not quite.
He wasn't able to put enough on him. He's later in the match, he might be fatigued. He only got a little bit of body-to-body on there.
It looked like he was almost throwing him a little bit more than slamming him down.
Yeah, like I said, this match has been back and forth. And when stuff like that happens, you lose your wins real quick.
All right, Devastation once again here from Sean Damage McNelis. Bulldog catches him. Oh, the spear from Bulldog almost takes Damage right out of his wrestling boots.
This match has been back and forth, but I feel like Damage has taken such a beating.
Well, as you said, everything that Bulldog does has that extra impact to it. So yeah, every single impact that McNelis has taken is that much extra, and that builds up quick. Setting up for the shock collar, maybe. Up top and down he goes. SDM flat on his back with the leg hook for 1, 2, and 3.
I mean, I know Bulldog is the champion, I'm not going to say it's an upset, but that is a big win for Bulldog Pittman, beating a guy the caliber of Strong Damage and McNelis. He might be the most accomplished man in the UWA Elite, and Pittman just picked him fair and square in the middle of the ring.
Bulldog Pittman, there is no doubting his ability, no doubting his skill, and no doubting that he is still your UWA Elite iChampion. As we see the celebration continuing in the ring, don't forget to book your celebration with the UWA Elite All-Stars. The Birthday Bash is available. Go to UWAElite.com for details and to book the UWA Elite Birthday Bash. We will be back in just a few minutes.
Celebrate your birthday with the All-Stars of UWA Elite Pro Wrestling with one of our amazing UWA Elite Birthday Bash packages. Join us in South River, New Jersey for the birthday party of a lifetime, featuring early access to shows, exclusive meet and greets, and priority seating to a UWA Elite Supercard. Or you can bring the action to your party. You can bring all the UWA Elite action to your home or private location with our UWA Elite Birthday Bash packages. These events have limited availability, so be sure to make your birthday elite and visit UWAElite.com to book your party today.
We can all feel it, right? They feel it. I feel it. You feel it. That sneaking suspicion that something is terribly wrong that you just can't get rid of no matter how hard you try. That despite your best efforts, you will not be able to prevent the inevitable. That all of us together are mere passengers on a collision course with destiny that's been decades in the making.
The collapse is coming, UWA.
Why are they sending children to do their dirty work? Getting this kid involved in something he just doesn't understand.
But the young man is so full of hope.
With such a bright future. What a shame it would be if I had to sacrifice that kind of promise at the altar to the gods of the squared circle.
King Tech. Why should I talk about him? Why should I give him the time, attention, or space after what he's done? What he's turned into? I'm not talking about him. Alright, fine. King Tech. When Junie and I first got into UWA in 2023, you were one of the people whose careers we wanted to emulate. We wanted to win titles like you, win over the fans like you. Not anymore. Not after the monster that you've turned into, the man that you've become. You go around blabbering now in this weirdo-looking celestial island place. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. While I'm in the ring, I'm here training, day in and day out. So I'm setting the standard. When I beat you, as a man of many fancy or weird words, what are you gonna say then? I'll see you at setting the standard.
The UWA must be destroyed.
Well, apparently he's the Red Lion, and this is the Great Awakening.
MC, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
In the off-season, have you pledged your allegiance to the Great Awakening?
I forgot. I meant to do it, but I got really busy with the holidays, and you know how it goes. Athan Promise being on the receiving end of some early offense from the Red Lion.
Well, not yet long. This match hasn't officially started yet.
All right, there we go. Right on cue.
I mean, part of me wanted to not ring the bell just so Tech could yell at Ryan some more.
And King Tech wasting no time. We got a chair in the middle of the ring.
Wait, this is a no DQ match?
Ref Ryan T getting rid of the chair, but that gives the Red Lion a little bit of opportunity to choke out Athan Promise. Taking every moment of that 5 count.
Oh, well, I told them the secrets before. Now everyone knows. Tech is clearly listening.
Hey, King Tech just yelled at Ref Ryan T, I don't like you, so you have that in common.
I mean, that might be one thing, and maybe the only, but...
The shot to the head of Promise. Tech going to send him off the ropes. No, reversal by Promise. No, duck under, and a big jumping knee by Athan Promise, sending Tech into the turnbuckle. A jumping crescent kick. Promise going way up top to the top turnbuckle. Senton from the top turnbuckle. Almost a head scissor, landing almost on top of the head of King Tech.
I don't think King Tech knows where he is right now.
I think he's still jawing about the Great Awakening.
Yeah, I think that's just programmed into his head.
Well, conspicuous in her absence, the Mad Queen. Not 100% sure if we're going to be seeing her a little bit later on, or if she's just providing moral support.
Well, when you're a queen, you have a lot of stuff to do.
I would think it would be mostly ceremonial.
Yeah, I'm sure she's like ruling a country or something right now.
The state of disbelief. Promise saying I'm going to beat his big bald head. It's not how I would have phrased it, but we're going to deliver some punches to the top of King Tech. Ten punches to the Red Lion and a little bit of a shimmy from Promise. Why not?
Can I give credit right here?
Please do.
That these idiots in the crowd actually know how to count to 10?
I mean, some of them did need to use their fingers, but...
I mean, JC just learned that, I think, last year.
What, in kindergarten?
Yeah, I was going to say first grade, but maybe kindergarten, yeah.
Well, last year would have been kindergarten.
Right, yeah, correct, yeah. Again, we want to wish JC well in his future endeavors. We hope he finds a new job soon.
You wrote that. You wrote that. It was in. I'm looking at it right now. It's in your handwriting.
Dude, there's AI nowadays. Anyone can use my handwriting.
You need actual intelligence.
That's how it works,
the
right?
artificial intelligence.
Now you're talking about JC like that. He's not dumb. He's just fired.
Doing some damage to the trapezius muscles is King Tech. Couple of elbows to the chest. Promise in a bad way right now. Usually full of energy, the high-flying Athan Promise has been grounded by the Red Lion.
You know what's great about the season starting? Now we get to see what the Great Awakening has in store for this year in UWA Elite.
I mean, I kind of want to, Cypress, where do you land on this, the Great Awakening? Do you want to know what it is? Do you not want to know? Like, is it a person? Is it a philosophy, a way of life? Is it a faction, perhaps, coming in? Like, what is the Great Awakening?
You know, as much as I want to say I don't care, I do.
The curiosity.
It does intrigue me. Especially when we had him on commentary during the fair. He blabbed a lot. I had no idea what he was talking about. I just nodded in agreement.
I recall that. I tried to block that out of my memory, but I do recall being on commentary with the Red Lion, and it was interesting. Meanwhile, Athan Promise still trying to recover outside the ring. Ref Ryan T up to 7 on his 10 count. This match may be ending a little bit early. Might be a disappointing first time.
Might have the first count out of UWA in 7.5 years. I don't know if that's true.
That's okay. Neither does anyone else.
If only we had someone that had spreadsheets. And you know what? I'm gonna say something because no one can see us right now. You just hear us. There are no spreadsheets. This cheater is using a tablet right now. He is not using a spreadsheet. He's the man of one tablet.
What do you think I'm looking at on the tablet?
It doesn't look like a spreadsheet. I can see
okay,
it.
hang on. Wait. That, I was supposed to close that down. Hold on. Okay, there. See? Spreadsheet. Oh, Tech just stomping onto Promise. Well, Promise wasn't injured before. He certainly is now.
Well, maybe he should have pledged his allegiance to the Great Awakening. Is that what you do? Is it pledging your allegiance? I'm just assuming.
Again, the Great Awakening, we're not sure what it is. I'm so curious to know.
I think you should do your, broadcast journalism after the show and go talk to him and ask him what it is. I would send JC, but he's not here. We could send Shaq.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe JC has joined the Great Awakening, and that's why he's actually not here.
Oh, God, I hope so. I hope then I can tell Tech never to bring him back.
We might have a representative here in April for Dangerous Uprisings. By the way, get your tickets. UWAElite.com. Yeah, Athan Promise, the usual high-energy, high-flying member of the Lost Boys. King Tech is just picking him apart.
Well, you could say Athan Promise deserves all this after sticking his nose in other people's business and running in on the Golden Ticket Ladder match at last breath when he had no business doing that.
I mean, he was unsuccessful, so I don't know that you can still hold that against him.
Well, yeah, it's his own fault, and he's still probably battling those injuries when he got bombed through a table.
He was trying to save his teammates, the other Lost Boys, Rise and Penn.
Who?
Ryan Rise and Miles Penn, the Lost, but they're going to be in the. You know what? Just keep watching. You'll figure it out. Promise, even just trying to prop himself up on his shoulder, gets it kicked out from Tech. Why is Tech not ending this? Is he just trying to deliver more punishment?
It's all part of the Great Awakening, MC Hell.
Athan Promise saying he wanted to emulate Tech when he first came into the UWA Elite, like the way he was interacting with fans, UWA Elite Army, and now he's just. What? Your stupid dead arm is useless, says King Tech.
You should cut it off.
But yet, Promise now just referring to King Tech as a monster. Tech just going to town on the left arm and shoulder. I'm a little surprised the Promise is still even in this match. Delivering a forearm, the flying forearm from the member of the Lost Boys, Athan Promise. King Tech now off of his feet, possibly for the first time in this match.
Speaking of Lost Boys, we will see Ryan Rise and Miles Penn later on tonight.
That's what
I know, I'm just talking. I like those guys. If it wasn't the Do or Die Posse, they'd be my favorite team.
You just said he didn't. Ridiculous. Back elbow from Promise, sending Tech down again. Tech with a big right hand, nobody home. Promise with a reverse spin kick. King Tech in a bad spot in the corner. Promise looking to build up a head of steam. Flying clothesline from Athan Promise. And then just drops him face first into the second turnbuckle. Big head of steam again and a drop kick. Lighting up the chest of King Tech.
King Tech is in a world of trouble right now. Trying to hold on for dear life to the rope.
Promise breaks it, and then the bridge, 2, and almost a 3 count with that German suplex with the bridge for a little extra flavor.
I don't know what Tech's doing over there, but I feel like it can't be anything good.
Trying to find out where this match went wrong for him.
Maybe he's looking for the steps and realized the fact that they're on the other side this year.
Tech is looking under the ring. He had a chair before that Ref Ryan T took away.
He's got something in his hand. I can't make out what it is.
Or whatever it was, Athan Promise taking it away. Oh, it's the keys. It's the iron keys.
Yeah, we saw him use them on SDM last year.
It was right before damage. I mean, honestly, faked out King Tech. Oh, low blow from the Red Lion. Promise is in a world of hurt. Stepping over goes King Tech. 1, 2, no, not quite.
Wow, I thought that was 3 right there. Oh, Tech, like many wrestlers here in UWA Elite yelling at Ryan T. And he probably deserves it.
It does seem to be a habit.
See, I'm different. I yell at him all the time, not just here.
Going right back to that left arm again is King Tech. Oh, a technical knockout. Technical knockout, separating the shoulder again of Athan Promise.
Oh, is he going to pray?
Athan Promise, is he bowing before the red line, or is he just out of gas?
I think he might be joining the Great Awakening, if that's what you do.
Roll up by Promise, 1, 2, not quite.
Wow, almost stole the victory there.
Athan Promise might have been playing possum a little bit. A vicious stomp from Athan Promise, sending Tech down for a 1, 2, and still not quite.
You know, I don't think I've ever heard such an accurate statement. Eat it, weirdo. I mean, weirdo is a good way to describe the Red Lion.
That's not a tap. That's not a tap. We're not counting that.
Well, I couldn't tell if he was trying to make him tap or Tech was grabbing the arm, the injured left arm. I couldn't really tell.
Tech struggling to get to the ropes and is finally able to do so. Promise trying to drag him off. It's still going to be a 5 count, though. Up on the shoulders. King Tech, very, very smart move, delivering a blow to that injured left shoulder of Promise. And then the technicality. Well, that is one broken Promise you have right there in the middle of the ring.
And he's tapping out.
And he's tapping out.
The winner of the match, the Red Lion,
very hesitant to release that hold there.
Ref Ryan T started a 5 count. I'm not 100% sure what he thought was going to happen at the end of it, but trying to do what he could.
Here's a little wrestling tip, kids. After the match, you can hold on to it as long as you want. Although the match can get reversed. It has happened.
We're looking to get some help in the ring here for Promise to get him out and back to the locker room, maybe get some medical attention. As King Tech comes right into your living room.
That's not what I want to see. I couldn't do that.
We'll see what this means for Athan Promise and the Red Lion both as we go into Dangerous Uprisings. It's coming your way April 26th right here in South River, New Jersey at the South River VFW. Don't forget the Cell Block 6 match, the main event of UWA Elite Dangerous Uprisings. Get your tickets right now at UWAElite.com.
Don't tell me to relax! You four are getting a Chris Steeler that you have never seen before because I am done with it. I am over it. I know how good I am. I know that I deserve the national stage. I know we deserve the national stage. We deserve all of the spotlight. I don't understand why we have to do this, but I am going. Would you knock it off?
No! I'm sick of this!
I am going to prove that the only difference between good and great is being the Just Us League.
Why do I have to qualify again for something that I should have even lost in the first?
Enough!
They're waiting, bro. Let them know. We are so back.
the UWA Elite Tag Team of the Year, the winners of the UWA Elite Match of the Year, the former UWA Elite Tag Team Champions, the X Express, Troy Locke v. Daniel. We are so back! And on March 29th, we set the standard. Because we are the X Express. Tell him, V, tell him! UWA setting the standard triple threat tag team match. It appears to the both of us that the Lost Boys have been found. I see you. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on the dorky Justice League. Just move on. Listen clear, folks. There's only one path left for the X Express, and it leads to us dethroning Pretty Freaking Ugly, and once again becoming your UWA Tag Team Champions. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Troy? Hey, yes, it's Jeff Cannonball. Yeah, representing Jeff Cannonball.
Oh, what's up, Jeff?
Oh, good. I think the Lost Boys just prank called me.
Lost Boys? Prank call?
Alright, detail.
Alright.
Jeff Cannonball, the legend. Always a pleasure. No, we did not crank call you. You think it was V. Daniel? Oh, don't worry. We'll get him for you. Can you believe that? V. Daniel disrespects a legend like Jeff Cannonball with a crank call? Well, we got the X Express, Troy Locke v. Daniel, at setting the standard. And you boys won't be calling the "we're so back" department. You'll be calling the "we need a new back" department after we break yours. You didn't think that was funny? Well, we also got the Just Us League. And I don't know which one of them is more delusional. Massacre's talking to himself. Steeler thinks he's the GOAT. Bad news for you, Steeler. You might never have reached the heights you wanted, but unfortunately, your time is up, and our time is now. I hope you can see that. Did you like that? It was... No? Well...
No, I don't think that's funny. I don't think anything is going to be funny until the Lost Boys are tag team champions again at UWA.
little bit of confusion here. Who's going to be starting this this triple threat tag team match? Looks like both members of the Justice League are content to start off this match at ringside.
Like I say, they don't look confused. They look exactly what they know what they're doing.
Nope.
But it's not bad strategy.
We did say we noticed Michael Massacre just pushing his way past Chris Steeler, pushing his way past our cameraman, pushing his way past everybody just to get out to the ring.
It's just rude.
It kind of was.
I doubt he said excuse me to all of them.
I mean, Michael Massacre, not usually known for his, kindness to other people, but still, it was unusual.
I mean, I could care less about the cameraman and all the other people, but I mean, Chris Steeler, he should have been, a little more courteous too. Although they're not very happy after their celebration went awry at Last Breath.
And Chris Steeler starting, not Chris Steeler, V. Daniel rather, starting off with Ryan Rise. Daniel with the headlock takeover.
As I mentioned, Justice League coming off a low, but the X-Express coming off an extreme high at Last Breath.
Yeah, victory in the Nick Kaye power play match, taking out the Contingent.
Basically, and like really taking out the Contingent.
Very true. Daniel and Rise still struggling in the middle of the ring, each one trying to get the upper hand for their tag team, looking for that #1 contender shot. A shot at the tag team titles held by Pretty Freaking Ugly. Daniel and Rise with a show of athleticism, but Daniel's got his back turned.
X-Express and Justice League former tag team champions. The Lost Boys, I mean, technically the Lost Boys are former tag team champions. It's not this
True. Double vertical suplex from the Lost Boys, sending V. Daniel crashing down into the opposite corner.
You know what I just realized, MC Hale?
What'd you just realize?
If the Lost Boys win this match, they're #1 contenders, and they'll take on Pretty Freaking Ugly, right?
That would be the idea,
so they would have their chance to get their revenge on Jay the Key Evans for slashing their tires.
Are you still on that? Good
comes
grief, man.
This is all about long-term storytelling.
V. Daniel getting the tag into Troy Locke. Now we got Locke and Penn. Flying head scissor takeover by Miles Penn. Going for the drop kick, but nobody home.
When you say Locke and Penn, I feel like you're talking about a law firm.
It's the things that I have in my junk drawer. Looked like Chris Steeler was trying to make his way in. A little bit of an attack of opportunity here. Massacre trying to get involved, but just gets a shoulder tackle by Troy Locke for his trouble. Penn with the backflip, assisted by Locke onto Massacre.
I think Massacre might regret getting into the match just now. There's a lot of dissension in the ranks amongst the Justice League right now.
Yeah, you're not seeing this on camera right now, but yeah, the two members of the Justice League have been arguing mildly, but pretty constantly this entire match on the outside.
Meanwhile, the X-Express are really on the same page. Great teamwork between Troy Locke and V. Daniel here.
A crazy combination to take down Penn. An assisted moonsault, I guess?
Oh, smart by Miles Penn, though. Taking the advantage of Daniel and Locke celebrating, and he made a tag to Ryan Rise, who's fresh.
It was a nice arm drag by V. Daniel there.
I wait for Steeler's going to try.
And he gets the elbow from Daniel. And now a head scissor as Rise and Steeler both go for the ride.
Steeler and Massacre still yelling at each other.
And the Justice League inadvertently on the short end of things here the entire match. Rise meets up with V. Daniel on the ropes. Two crisscross.
Both going for forearms there and caught each other right in the mouth.
And now both members of the Justice League tag in. So Steeler and Massacre now are the two legal men in the ring. A cover and a pinfall to get the championship title shot. But it's broken up by both the Lost Boys and the X-Express.
I mean, it's a good idea. Just
some shenanigans.
I mean, if it works, it works, but the X-Express and Lost Boys on top of it, very alert.
The Lost Boys with the double drop kick to the outside to the Justice League. X-Express have something up their sleeves as well. Troy Locke all the way up to the top, walking the ropes, and then a splash onto all 4 opponents.
I don't know if V. Daniel's barking. I don't know. I mean, he's a ferocious beast.
Oh, Troy has him set up, and V. Daniel's going to knock him down. The X-Express showing their athleticism, the high energy offense, and Chris Steeler getting thrown back into the ring the hard way. All right, V. Daniel going to lock up against Chris Steeler, the standard bearer.
Massacre grabbing, finally, Justice League looked like they're on the same page. Massacre grabbed the ankle of V. Daniel, so Steeler was able to catch him right with a boot.
Troy Locke in bad shape, V. Daniel in bad shape.
This is what the Justice League needs to do. They need to cut the ring in half, slow the pace down. V. Daniel, Troy Locke, Ryan Rise, Miles Penn, they're balls of fire.
Steeler and Massacre ever the opportunists.
They're not former two-time Chag champions for nothing.
Indeed. Yeah, Chris Steeler did admit the celebration at Last Breath was, and accepting the challenge of Pretty Freaking Ugly was maybe a bit of a misstep. Massacre giving him an earful on that one as well, but refocused. Steeler says that there is nobody out there who can take them down. I mean, Steeler's looking for some national exposure.
And he spent so much money on that beautiful cake.
Right, those strawberries are so expensive. Where'd you even get those?
Walmart, I think.
Oh, all right.
Can I say Walmart?
I don't know, are we sponsored? We should be.
Oh, Troy Locke's getting a little close to us. I don't know if I like that.
The Locke right here at our commentary position as he got knocked off of the apron. Meanwhile, his tag team partner, V. Daniel, in a really bad way in the opposite corner, in the Just Us League's corner, as a matter of fact. Chris Steeler saying it's a triple threat, no DQ. Who's going to ring a bell?
I mean, I can ring it, but
you can ring it, but it wouldn't be, I don't know, proper?
Is he taunting the ref? I guess he is, because he
kind of.
Because he can't DQ him.
Daniel face first into the top turnbuckle. Steeler in full control right now. Oh, chop to the chest. Daniel just looking for any way to keep his feet underneath him.
Troy Locke's still trying to get back up to the apron.
Both of the Lost Boys calling for the tag from Daniel. And, I mean, right now, that was as good a strategy as any. Chris Steeler is doing some personal grooming, I believe. And then a big chop, nobody home, and V. Daniel with a reverse.
Maybe he should have. Well, sometimes it's a good thumb to the eyes is all it takes.
Yeah, that'll work.
But meanwhile, what you said before, Lost Boys looking for the tag. Normally in this match, you want to tag your partner because you got to be in the match to win it.
Right.
But when you're in the spot of V. Daniel right now, you just need to get out of that ring.
Very true, yeah.
You regroup and figure out what to do next. Oh, and he wandered into Ryan Rise.
Like you said, that's not the worst thing. Rise has Steeler lined up right now. Big forearm to the jaw. Blocking and delivering a second one. Steeler coming across with a big clothesline. No, Rise off of the ropes and delivering another lariat, and then a shot to the side of the head for Massacre. And the tag, in comes Penn. Penn using the back of Ryan Rise to get a little extra elevation. The T-bone sending Steeler into the turnbuckle and then followed up by Ryan Rise, and then Penn with another flying uppercut.
I mean, Lost Boys have been on that apron for a long time. And they got a lot of energy right now.
Steeler all the way up top, sitting on the top turnbuckle, a kick, and then a power slam from the top turnbuckle, delivered by Rise. Penn, however, the legal man in the ring.
I don't know what that was, but I mean, what he's going to do next is impressive, I'm sure.
Michael Massacre sending Penn crashing to the apron, face first under the turnbuckle first, however.
Massacre might have saved that match for his team and for the X Express. And you see Massacre scramble to pull Penn away. This is different than a normal tag match. Normally, you only got to worry about keeping your opponent in one corner. But you only have one really to work with, too, if you count your own. Two to work with.
True. Yeah, allies are few and far between in a match like this. I guess you'll have some alliances of convenience as the Just Us League just doing their part to dismantle Penn.
Do you think either of these teams would ally with the Justice League to get trustworthy?
No.
I mean, they're already yelling at each other, so I don't know how much trust.
Chris Steeler posing as he tries for the pinfall on Miles Penn. Troy Locke trying to get the tag from Penn.
I mean, listen, Justice League started out a little inauspiciously, but they've turned things around. They've controlled this match.
Indeed. And here comes Michael Massacre again. Massacre a lot more, I don't know, animalistic of late. Chris Steeler, I mean, I've made the gag a couple times tonight, unlikely voice of reason, but Chris Steeler has very much been the unlikely voice of reason for the Just Us League in the past few months.
Yeah, Massacre is almost like ravenous at this point. He's coming unhinged. Penn's starting to fire back. He needs to make a tag, though.
Enziguri from Penn. Massacre's able to kind of keep his wits about him as much as Michael Massacre has wits to keep about him. Huge lariat. Miles Penn got to make his way to a corner. Preferably his own, but the X Express will do just fine as well. Steeler pulling Ryan Rise off of the apron as Penn goes for that tag. Troy Locke making the save.
I didn't even see Chris Steeler over there. He was very elusive.
Snuck his way over to the opposite corner.
I literally thought Rise just fell off the apron. I was very confused.
And now the X Express looking to put away Michael Massacre. Get that shot at the tag team titles against Pretty Freaking Ugly. But I don't know if you heard Locke and Daniel communicating, saying watch your back as Miles Penn was coming back into the ring. Some excellent awareness from the young duo.
That's what good teams do.
One,
two. I mean, a good stomp would have worked, but Ryan Rise wants to completely jump on him. That works too.
Either way, it breaks up the pinfall. Massacre the crossbody on Rise, but Rise catches him. Turns it into a scoop slam.
Steeler making his way back into the ring slowly. Looks like he has devious thoughts in mind.
That's the third time, I believe, that Chris Steeler has made that kind of, not quite a reversal, but has broken up a high-impact possibility.
Yeah, maybe they should stop trying it. I don't know what's happening here.
Massacre jumping onto the backs of the X Express to line up Ryan Rise with a superplex off of the back.
Chris Steeler holding Massacre's leg, basing him. And now that is teamwork that you might not notice. And there goes, where the hell did he come from?
Miles Penn with the moonsault from the top turnbuckle, and then 5 men crashing into each other.
Michael Massacre just at the bottom of that.
Bodies strewn around the ring. Who is going to get the upper hand, get that tag team title shot at Dangerous Uprisings?
You know what I love about this?
What's that?
These guys are killing themselves for this, and the Dude I Posse can cash in whenever they want.
You know, I hadn't considered that, Cypress, and wow, what talk about opportunistic. I've been talking about the Justice League being opportunistic, but for the Do or Die Posse to clean up, I don't even want to speak that into existence.
Let these guys do it. That's fine. Maybe they'll win this match and beat the freaking ugly. I'll be fine with that.
Chris Steeler crashing out to ringside. Cross body by V. Daniel. Michael Massacre. Up he goes and down goes V. Daniel. The cinematic from Michael Massacre, but then getting thrown into the corner by Miles Penn. Penn into the turnbuckle. Locke with the German suplex.
Oh, Locke's feeling it.
Yeah, but watch out for Steeler. Steeler with the jumping cutter. The second rope springboard cutter from Chris Steeler, the standard bearer. The only man who seems to have anything left right now. The only man on his feet, certainly.
I'll be honest, I have no idea who the legal men are right now.
I don't know that it matters. Steeler with a huge chop to the chest. Good grief. Massacre and Steeler with that devastating double team maneuver. And apparently it's not over.
Yeah, this could be a mistake. You should go for the cover. I don't know why Steeler said no on that. What, more punishment?
Well, V. Daniel got the upper hand on both of them earlier on in this match. Perhaps they're looking to get a little bit of payback. But yeah, like you said, Cypress, just cover the man and win the match. All right, we're going to get one for Daniel also. Michael Massacre has them all set up. Here goes Chris Steeler, but look, Locke pulling V. Daniel, and they're covering the mouth of Michael Massacre. He can't even yell to his tag team partner. He goes crashing into Steeler. The cover, 1, 2, and 3.
Something tells me that's not what the Just Us League had drawn up.
Not at all. The X Express have a date with Pretty Frickin' Ugly. Dangerous Uprisings next month. Get your tickets at UWAElite.com to see the Tag Team Championship match. V. Daniel and Troy Locke proving that the X Express not a flash in the pan. All of those accolades that you, the fans, voted their way at our year-end awards, maybe they were well-deserved after all. On some of the tension, the miscommunication that we saw earlier on in this matchup between the Just Us League seems to be continuing as Chris Steeler is turning his back on Michael Massacre. Massacre trying to chase him down the entryway. I mean, I don't know what this means for the Just Us League.
Everybody, quiet down.
Okay.
Quiet down right now because Troy Locke, V. Daniel, the X Express. You think you're so special? Well, guess what?
I'm just kidding, guys. It's Jeff Campbell. You guys are special. You're my best friends in the UWA Elite. I just want to say that I couldn't be there tonight, sitting at home. I got the frozen peas on my bees because Daddy just had a vasectomy, and the dad's in the house and know what I'm talking about. Next month, you guys got PFU for those tag titles. And whether I'm there or not, Troy V, the X Express, will continue to live on. And I want you guys to go out there and win those titles, not just for the X Express, not just for you two, not just for Jeff Cannonball, but for the balls. The balls of power. The balls of power.
Next month, the X Express looking to snip the titles away from Pretty Freaking Ugly, courtesy of Jeff Cannonball. Folks, we have got one more match tonight as your UWA Elite Championship. Joey Adams, Corey Dillinger. Let's see how this match was made a little earlier on this evening. This is your UWA Elite Rewind. Smart move by Seaway, hanging onto the ropes. Dillinger going up and over and all the way out. Seaway paying a little bit too much attention to Dillinger, though.
Yeah,
here comes Vertigo.
Forgot there's two of them.
The drip drop from Vertigo. 1, 2, and 3.
Well, Vertigo has righted his wrongs.
That victory is going to send Corey Dillinger into our main event tonight. UWA Elite Championship will be on the line against Joey Adams, the anti-hero.
It's going to roll right off my back. The anti-hero has never been more confident in his entire life, and I am ready for just about anything thrown at me. Which brings me to my first title defense. A tag team match to determine who I face in the main event of Setting the Standard. Interesting concept. I can't even wrap my head around it. It's Team Dillinger versus Team Powers. I don't have much to say. Corey, you can have a rematch anytime you want it. Chris, I just plain don't like you. And I've got a feeling that this has just begun and this will never be over. But no matter which team wins, the anti-hero is going to be walking out of Setting the Standard with the UWA Elite Championship. I am on a mission this year, and defeating the anti-hero is going to be the hardest thing anybody has ever had to do.
Southburn, New Jersey. This is our main event of the evening. How loud are you ready? This match will be scheduled for one fall. The UWA Elite Championship. Our official, once again in charge, will be Ryan T. Introducing first, the challenger, wrestling out of Newark, New Jersey. UWA Elite champion, looking to regain his crown this evening. Give it up for the diligent one, Corvis. introducing his opponent, Bruce Slang, out of Tromaville, New Jersey. He is the reigning, defending UWA Elite Champion, Double Hero.
Well, finally we get the bell to ring. I mean, some of the fans here at ringside are getting downright violent.
And there's Ryan T that calls for it. I don't just ring it on my own.
Right? I mean, it's not often I defend Cypress, but in this case, no, you know what, Cypress? You should have rang the bell.
You know what? Why don't I listen to Ryan T?
How are you going to do that with that hurt leg? By any means necessary. Listen, I want you at 100%, and all these people want you at 100%. They deserve that. You're right. You know what? You didn't win this title at 100%. You didn't beat me at Crossroads at 100%. I got to prove myself that I can beat you. This is personal, bro. And I'm tired of your excuses.
Ooh. All right.
I like it. Do it again.
Joey Adams going right after the hurt leg of Corey Dillinger here.
Come on, Joey. Don't test me, Corey.
This escalated quickly.
It really did. There were shows of respect. I mean, both of these men have been on the same side of things so often in the past, and now there's just bad blood. I'm not even sure where it came from. I mean, Joey Adams doing what he needs to do, however, going right after the leg of Corey Dillinger.
It might not be the worst thing for Joey Adams. Sometimes you got to take shortcuts to beat a guy like Corey Dillinger.
Joey Adams getting that UWA Elite Championship, not by pinning Dillinger, however, by tapping out his former tag team partner, Chris Powers. So Corey Dillinger saying, if you want this title reign to be legitimate, you've got to beat me.
You got to wonder if Joey Adams kind of deep down thinks the same thing.
I would think so. I mean, Joey Adams has held the UWA Elite Championship belt a couple of times, but there's always been that bit of doubt. There's always been those doubters, the people who are saying maybe he doesn't deserve it, maybe he shouldn't be at the top of the heap in UWA Elite. And I think he's looking to prove those people wrong. I can't imagine how he hasn't by now. Like, what is there in UWA Elite to do that Joey Adams hasn't accomplished? Not a whole lot.
No, I mean, there really is. I'm here to basically cause, the old guard to break up. Because I know let's face it, TJ Blade, we saw what TJ Blade did earlier tonight, but Joey Adams is the one that really...
Yeah, he was the catalyst, absolutely. Adams basically decimated the old guard on his way to winning that UWA Elite Championship. And this is how you do it. I mean, if your opponent has an injury, yes, you have to focus on it. It's not a dishonorable thing to do if your opponent is taking this match. It's not like Joey Adams, hit him with a crowbar out in the parking lot.
I mean, I'm okay with that too. But I wholeheartedly agree. I would take advantage of people all the time when I was wrestling.
When you were wrestling?
Yes, when I was wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not a bad person.
I'm saying you're technically not a wrestler now, and I'd say I seem to remember something with magic. It's in the back of my head.
Like a card trick?
Something like that, yeah. Oh, Dillinger looking for that elbow, but sweeping the leg of Joey Adams, something we haven't seen him do. And then delivering the elbow. That's a nice combination from Dillinger. We haven't seen him break that one out yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about innovation, all about doing new stuff. That's how you stay on top of the game right here. You can't do the same thing over and over again. Eventually, people are going to figure it out. Remember
that match a little bit earlier on, SDM against Bulldog. two men who had scouted each other very, very well. And yeah, as you said, Cypress, if you're not changing things up, you're not improving, you're not getting any better, and you're not improving your status on the roster.
And especially with these two, and it's different than the Bulldog SDM situation where they wrestled for the first time. Corey and Joey Adams have been
they've been at war
multiple times. I mean, I can't imagine how many times at the fair alone they've wrestled each other.
I mean, I caught up with Dillinger in intermission, and let's see. He said it is not about the title; it's about proving I'm the better man. That's his goal tonight, and I think Joey Adams would probably say the same thing if you asked him. Dillinger with a huge power slam on the champ. Once again, it feels weird not to call Corey Dillinger the champ.
Yeah, I think that was actually the roughneck, and I believe Joey Adams just kicked out of it. Dillinger, as soon as he landed, he went right to that leg, and I think that cost him the match.
Usually the roughneck is preceded by the D elbow.
Yeah, he kind of just pulled that one out of nowhere, and I think
it goes to your point, Cypress. Doing something a little different.
Exactly. And I think the problem, though, is that leg held him back. If he would have made the cover right away, I think he would have had him.
Dillinger getting to his feet. Adams with a little bit of an Olay, sending Corey Dillinger shoulder first into the ring post. The anti-hero throwing Corey halfway across the ring.
That's no easy feat either.
Just shows the power of Joey Adams. And again, it's something that Adams isn't always credited with. He's not credited with being as good of a technical wrestler as he actually is, a powerful wrestler as he actually is. The speed and agility that he has, he doesn't get credit for. The anti-hero is someone who really is trying to reestablish his name here.
Yeah, Joey Adams, he's kind of an all-around wrestler, but he said you don't not one attribute sticks out, but he's got all of them.
Yeah, the jack of all trades, as they say. Dillinger and Adams just exchanging blows in the middle of the ring right now. A chop by Dillinger, a right hand by Adams, sending Dillinger into the ropes. Sunset flip, are you kidding me? From Dillinger to? No.
There's something you don't see from a guy like Corey Dillinger.
That would have been a highlight reel. Adams with a creative float over and a sunset of his own. 2 and 3! Are you kidding me? Joey Adams!
Oh, that caught me off guard.
Joey Adams, the anti-hero, with the sunset flip victory out of nowhere.
I didn't even ready to ring the bell.
Wow.
I wasn't even sure it was 3. I looked at Ryan Cage, the signal.
Well, Joey Adams proving the doubters wrong in order to get that kind of a sunset flip and to keep a man the size and strength of Corey Dillinger on his back after a sunset flip. That is no easy feat.
Yeah, I think Dillinger, like you said, I think he was more by surprise.
Oh, right? Dillinger spinning Adams around. Dillinger with a show of respect. Is Adams going to shake his hand?
I mean, it got a little heated earlier. Oh, maybe not.
All apparently brothers hug. UWA Elite Champion Joey Adams, the anti-hero, celebrating in the middle of the ring with diligent Corey Dillinger. Congratulations, champ. Joey. Hang on. I was about to sign off, and Matt Vertigo out in the middle of the ring now. And he's got a microphone. Let's let the man speak.
Dillinger can barely stand.
Corey, I helped you tonight, all right? You said that you wanted the shot. Yeah. I made sure tonight that you got that shot.
You did.
So now I want a shot. You want the shot? You know darn well I was supposed to win that and give you that rematch that you never got against me.
Exactly. I want the shot.
You want the shot?
Give me the shot. Bro, please. Please.
Joey.
Vertigo!
Hold on. I'm the champion. I defeated the #1 contender. Don't I have a say in who my next opponent is? No!
The man's got a point.
Yeah, I was a little confused about that. I mean, Dillinger did probably Vertigo, but Dillinger didn't win
Vertigo.
tonight.
Just like tonight, beating Corey Dillinger, next month will be no different. So I'm going to be the UWA Elite champion for a very long time. Listen, Joey, if that means that I get a shot, I accept.
All right, UWA Elite fans, next month, Dangerous Uprisings. You are going to see the champ, Joey Adams, going up against the challenger, the New York Drip, Matt Vertigo. Folks, that is going to do it from South River for JC. Yeah, I'll still call him out, JC. For the UWA Elite Hall of Famer, Cypress, for Shannon May, Rich Reed, President Dave Swan, and all of us here at UWA Elite. This is the man of 1,000 spreadsheets, MC Hale, saying we will see you at ringside.